I'm Gary Kelly, and I'm a 2016 Tony Jannus recipient.
All right, so you won it 2 years ago. I guess it was a year ago.
It was really,
Yeah.
it actually literally was January.
Okay.
Just because of the timing, we couldn't get it done before the end of 2016.
What, for someone who's not in the airline industry, what does that mean? What does the Tony Jannus Award stand for?
Well, it recognizes the father of commercial aviation, and Tony Jannus is famous for flying from St. Petersburg to Tampa. And what is really wonderful is that the community wants to recognize that event and own that. It's very unique in terms of the Tony Jannus Distinguished Society that they developed. And really it's a partnership between Tampa and St. Pete. And they began honoring individuals in aviation in 1964, and that continues to this day.
And I understand it's a lot about encouraging young aviation enthusiasts and feeding that feeding that passion for young people. Where do you see the aviation industry kind of moving ahead in the next few years? Where do you want to see it?
Well, it's a great career, and obviously we've come a long way since 1914 when Tony Jannus took his first flight. But we just want to make sure that young people have an awareness and appreciation for aviation, what it does for the economy, what it does obviously to support travel and tourism, and what they can pursue in terms of a career. It really runs the gamut from engineering to finance to sales and marketing, so it really covers it all.
What do you love about aviation?
Well, I've been in aviation over 30 years, which is obviously the vast majority of my professional career. It's just so dynamic, my legendary boss, Herb Kelleher, always used to joke that you can pick your asset up and move it overnight if you don't like the market that you're currently in. But it's very competitive. It's a very challenging industry because there are so many risks to manage. It's very energy intensive. It's very subject to the cycles of the economy, very heavily regulated, and again, it's just brutally competitive. So you really have to be on your toes, and if you want to win, you have to have a great product and a low price.
What was your experience as, at the full year of being the Tony Jannus? What was that experience like?
Well, first of all, I'm part of Southwest Airlines, and Southwest Airlines is the #1 carrier here in Tampa. So it's just wonderful that we're already a part of the community, and now, for me personally, it's just allowed me to become even more part of this community. The folks in the society are very warm, very wonderful, and they're friends at this point. So it's my fourth or fifth time to come to the event, but the first time to come back as a former recipient. And it's just a great organization and a great place.
Last question I'll ask you. I've got young kids, right? By the way, we love flying Southwest. It's my favorite airline. They're so good to my family. But if you had to tell, a young, like a budding, potentially, aviation enthusiast, how would you pitch it to them? Like if they showed a love and a passion, how do you kind of push them further in that direction? What about aviation did you find?
Well, the thing that has been so rewarding for me is that Southwest just opened up so many opportunities. And this is my 32nd year. And every year has presented some new challenges. And yet, it's like a long videotape. I'm able to see over a long period of time what our people have been able to build. But we've been able to grow Southwest from 60 airplanes to well over 700. And there's that kind of limit. Our opportunity is really the sky is the limit, and no pun intended. But what I tell young people is the main thing that you want to do is find a great team, because running an airline, being a part of an airline, is the ultimate team sport. And you just want people that enjoy working with others and also serving others, because our customers are experiencing our product as we're making it. You think about some of the online companies, you never even talk to a human being. And here, you're very much intimately involved with our people. So it's a wonderful opportunity. The compensation is fantastic. The rewards are many. And you just feel like you're making a real contribution to communities, especially in a place like Tampa.
I think there's one more question they wanted me to ask you, because I've asked you some things that I wasn't supposed to. Or not, it wasn't on the script. I just go off on my own tangents. What does Tony Jannus the man mean to you personally?
Well, he's such an entrepreneur. I mean, the ultimate entrepreneur. And more than that, of course, aviation was in its infancy. This is only 10 years after the Wright brothers first flew. And I think Tony actually flew the first airplane where there was someone parachuted out of it. So he was truly a pioneer. And from all accounts, a wonderful person, very charming, and very engaging, wonderful conversationalist. So it's just too bad that he met an early demise, because who knows what he could have done. But still, you look where aviation is today. I think we can all be proud of him that he got it kick-started and handed it off to others, and they've taken it to great places.
Thank you.